Hey, it's Christopher Maselli, one of the authors and speakers at this year's Write Well, Sell Well conference in Oklahoma City, October 21st through 22nd. So they asked me to share how I sold an 8-novel series in under 15 minutes. Okay, so you ready for this? I did it at a writer's conference, of course. So here's what happens. At some writer's conference, they have what are called pitch sessions, and you're able to meet with an editor or an agent and pitch your book. Well, I hadn't attended a lot of writers' conferences, but I'd found out about them, and this was about my third writers' conference that I went to, because I don't have a background in writing, or at least I didn't then. I was a business major in college, and I found out about writers' conferences, and I loved writing, and so I thought I'm going to start to go into these, and I'm going to figure out how does the business of writing work, and how does the craft of writing work. So I went to this writers' conference and I met with an editor at Zondervan, which is one of the larger Christian publishers, and I presented to him my children's manuscript. First I introduced myself. Hey, I'm Christopher Maselli. Told him a little bit about my background. I didn't have a lot of experience, but I told him what I had. And then I showed him my manuscript. And he's reading the manuscript, and I remember he looked up at me and he said, "You're not going to believe this, but we're looking for a writer for our fiction book series for boys, and I think you might be a great fit. Can we fly you up to Grand Rapids and have you become part of the team?" I was blown over, and I'm like, yes, of course, of course. And that turned into a 4-book series, and then it turned into an 8-book series. All because I had the courage not only to meet with someone about my book, but to attend a writer's conference in the first place. I believe that miracles like this can happen all the time to writers, but we have to put ourselves in the position to receive those miracles, And that's what I did by going to a writer's conference. Well, we have a writer's conference coming up right here in the Midwest in Oklahoma City on October 21st and 22nd. It's called the Write Well, Sell Well Writers Conference. And I encourage you to attend because you can learn so much about the craft of writing, about the business of writing, about self-publishing. That's not something that was around much when I was first started writing. Now, you can publish ebooks, you can publish physical books that look great, and you will learn how to do those kinds of things at the Write Well, Sell Well conference. Plus, I know they have an editor coming, they have an agent coming. This kind of stuff doesn't happen that often in the Midwest. You don't want to have to wait a whole nother year to do this again. Even if you don't feel like everything's polished, that's okay. My manuscript wasn't polished, but I had the courage to go ahead and do it anyway. So I encourage you, sign up for the Write Well, Sell Well conference on October 21st and 22nd. I look forward to seeing you there.